All right, 2.3 measures of central tendency. This is what we're going to learn about. Mean, median, and mode, right? So mean, the average, right, of all of your data. The median is like the middle number, right? And mode is the value that occurs most frequently. It's actually not that important. When you're talking about large numbers, it doesn't. For large data sets. We'll look at weighted mean of a data set and the mean of a frequency distribution. We'll describe the shape of a distribution as symmetric, uniform, or skewed. And we'll compare the mean and the average. All right, so here we go. So hey, a measure of central tendency, a value that represents a typical or central entry of a data set. Most common measures of central tendency are mean and median. Mode is not actually really a common measure of central tendency. Okay, the mean. Here is some very mathy, formal definitions of mean. So it's the sum of all data entries divided by the number of entries. If we're going to use this sigma notation, right? Sigma x means the sum of all x, right? So, that's all that this sigma, right? This little weird e thing. So it's a capital S in Greek, and it means add them up, right? So if I was to collect all of the heights of people in this room, right? Each one of you would be an x, right? Your height would be one x value. Sigma x would be if I was to add them all up, okay? So, if you're finding, that's an M. Yeah, this is, it's like a Greek M. It's actually called mu. I think that's how you, I'm almost positive that's how you spell it. This one we call. Why is that in component? Because we are assuming that the, because n, this is every single person in the population, right? So, for instance, if we wanted to find the average height of a student at Cleveland High School, right? It's closer to 3. We would have to make sure that we had measured the height, or at least asked everyone their height, right? And we had to make sure that we had all of them. If we had every single person's height, right? Then we could use this mu, this funky looking M. And when I write them, they look like that. That's how I write mine. Now, like I said, if we had the heights of just the people in this room, we would have to use this symbol over here, right? That I drew this arrow to, and we call that x bar. Okay. I'll refer to that as x bar. So this n is everyone in the population. And this one is the sample size. Right? We can call that number of people sampled. So there's all that notation. Hey, let's find the mean. So this is a sample mean y. So it's not every single flight, right, from Chicago to Cancun. If we had, right, and this is the word right there that tells us. So which symbol are we going to use? Will we use mu or will we use x bar? X bar. We're going to use x bar. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and write the formal math stuff. Yes. Yes.
It's the same thing as adding up and just dividing by the total.
It is the same thing as average.
That equation was
But it's not. It's the sum of all x. So this is what? So this is an x, that's an x, right? Formally, we would call that x1, x2, x3. It does not have to be in order. Because you're adding, right? Order doesn't matter. 2 plus 3 is the same thing as 3 plus 2. Order doesn't matter, right? So, let's add them up. So the sum is 832 plus 427 plus 388 plus 782 plus 397, all divided by, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoa, I can't count right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, so we wind up with 3,695 divided by 7. Which is approximately, right? I'm going to have to round. So I put that in my calculator and I got 527.8571429 I have a feeling it keeps going. So I'm going to have to round. And I believe your book rounded it to the 10th place. Mean price, though. I don't know if that's a great place to round, because we're talking about a price, right? Prices go to the 100th place, don't they? Like cents, right? Like 95 cents. So this should be, actually, if I'm going to round this properly, I think for it to make sense in context, I should go 0.86, right? Because that makes sense. That's $527.86. So, guys, we were just giving a problem asked using words, right? There's a context to this question, right? Which means my answer also has a context, right? And it's not just 527.86. These are dollars, right? And it's the mean price in dollars of a flight, right? So you would answer that the mean price. Is $527.86. Next slide is just going to have this work that we just did. I'm not sure why they rounded to the 10th place. Let's do it again. The heights in inches of players on the 2009-2010 Cleveland Cavaliers basketball team. What was the mean height? Let's look. Is it all of them? It looks like all of them. It doesn't say a sample. Doesn't say a sample. So that means that I'm going to say that this is the sum of all x. Oh, so we're going to say mu. In this case, mu is equal to the sum of all of our data over big N. And really, nothing changed with the way we're going to calculate it, right? The only thing that changed is the symbol that we're going to use to represent it, right? Instead of using x bar, we're going to use mu. We're going to do everything the same. So that's 74 plus 78 plus 81 plus 87 plus 81 plus 80 plus 77 plus 80 plus 85. Guys taking notes? Plus 78 plus 80 plus 83 plus 75 plus 81. I'm going to barely make it fit. Plus 73. All of that is divided by our number of entries, or the number of players on the entire team, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is there 15? Everybody agrees? All right, so we've got our sum of our x, right, or sigma x, is 1,193 divided by 15, which turns out to be 79.53? Yeah. Approximately, yeah. That 3 starts repeating, right? So that's quite tall. And we need to answer this in context, right? So we need to say the mean height is about 79.53 inches. Median, value that is in the middle of a data set. Make sure that the data is in order now, right? So someone asked, right, when we were doing the average, did it matter if we put them in order? And the answer then was no. But for median, they absolutely have to be in order to find which one is in the middle. So when we're finding median, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to order them. And then we're actually going to be able to count into the middle. There are a few different ways to do that. That's right. So you'll see that if you have an odd number of data entries, you're going to have a middle entry, right? But if you have even number of data entries, right, there's going to be 2 in the middle, right? Or the middle is going to be the space in between the 2, right? If you're going to count in, and that's not going to work, right? So what we'll do is we'll just take the mean of our 2 middle entries. Right? So we'll take the 2 middle entries, we'll add them, divide them by 2, and that will give us our median. So here's our next example, finding the median. We'll order these from least to greatest, right? Smallest to biggest. Looks like the smallest one is 388. As I write these down, I'm going to cross them out so that I don't get confused, right? So that I know that so we've got a 397. We have another 397. The next one looks like 427. Then we have a 432. Next, 782. And then the next one looks like 872. Boom. Looks like we have an odd number of entries, right? So you can count in. You don't have to cross them out. You just go, okay, there's 2 on the outside. There's 2. There's 2. There's 1 left in the middle.
That's what I was looking for.
Yeah. So you can just count in. Also, another way to look at it is if you had, right, so you have an odd number, right? The next even number is 6, right?
Yeah.
So divide that by 2. Go 3 entries in. The next one is the median. That's another way to do it, so that you don't have to do so much. But then again, we were given a question in context. We need to answer it in context. The mean flight price is $427. So, when you're answering, again, a question that's given in the context of a real-life situation, you got to answer it in that same context. Did I say mean? Oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you. Glad you got that. Cool. Thank you very much. All right, so this is just the solution that we just did. Okay, here's the next one. So this one's a sample, right? But median is median, right? We're not going to use any different notation for the median of a population or the median of a sample. It's just median. So let's order these. Good grief.
Third, I don't know if they're going to give me a sub. I'm assuming they are.
I hope so.
Not, I'll just tell them finish what they're working on Friday, pick 106. And I'll be back. It won't take more than 15, 20 minutes.
Cool.
Cool beans?
Cool. All right, let's order these. Where's our smallest one? 18. Nineteen. But I didn't put them too far apart.
There's 120.
Well, there's a 20.
Yeah, top right.
Okay, there's a 20. 4 21s. 21. 21. 21. 21. You almost right there. Could have been okay.
There's
23. 24.
oh, just keep moving away.
Okay. 26 the next thing?
Yeah.
There are 2 27s. Alright, alright. Are we 29? One. Yeah, there are 3. Okay. 2 33s. A 34, 35, and 38, right? Well, that was lame. How many total entries do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I was gonna, yeah. I was gonna do multiplication. That works. 7, 21 plus 4. You got 25 total entries, right? No, go down, 24 divided by 2 is 12, and it's the next one, right?
There's 24.
Yeah, so you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then the next will be in the middle. Yeah, you could just go cross them all out, right? Or you could say, hey, okay, the next lowest even number is 24, divided by 2, and then I can just count that 12, and then the next one is the median. So the median age is 24. I don't know if you need to put years old or not. I think that you don't have to put years old because we don't measure people's ages in months. It's just weird. Unless they're, years old. We don't. I always feel like it's really strange when someone is like, yeah, my child is 48 months old. I'm like, what? Why? Oh, 432 is no longer available. What are we going to do? We're going to order these 388. That one's done. 397, 397. Boom, boom. 427 and 782. And then 872. Where's my middle? It's these two, right? We have 2 in the middle. So now I need to find, so my median is going to be equal to 397 plus 427 over 2. Is it 412 exactly? Thank you.
Just me.
So, the median price is 412. All right. There's the solution we just did.